Style without discipline feels unstable. It feels temporary. It feels like you're constantly chasing something. But when discipline enters the picture, babes, not obsession, not perfection, just study discipline, everything becomes calmer. If you've been with me since episode 1, then you already know the series was never just about clothes. It started with ownership, then we talked about dressing during transition, then we talked about rebuilding in the right order. But today, this is where everything comes together, but it's powerful. Your presence changes. Have you ever noticed how some women, when they walk into a room, they don't have to say much, but you feel them because they are in line? That kind of presence cannot be bought. It cannot be faked, and it definitely cannot be achieved through aesthetic alone. When you decide to steward your body, not punish it, it just changes everything about your posture. When you stop hiding, you start dressing intentionally, your energy changes as well. When you stop waiting for after and you start showing up now, your confidence stabilizes. And that's when your style becomes different. It stops being a decoration. It becomes confirmation. Confirmation that you respect yourself. Style without discipline feels unstable. It feels temporary. It feels like you're constantly chasing something. But when discipline enters the picture, babes, not obsession, not perfection, just study discipline, everything becomes calmer. You stop scrambling for identity. You stop over explaining yourself. You stop dressing to compete. You start dressing to reflect. And reflection is powerful. That's the moment where your internal work becomes externally visible. You're aligned, and alignment has weight to it. Have you ever noticed when you feel disciplined in one area of your life, it just spills over the other areas of your life as well? You start drinking more water, you start standing taller, you start being more intentional with your words, you start moving slower. That's not coincidence. That is self-respect, and self-respect is attractive. Now, I want to speak spiritually for a moment because for me, this is not separate from faith. If God entrusted you with a body, with influence, with presence, then honoring that is not vanity. It's stewardship. And stewardship requires maturity. It requires saying, I will not neglect what I've been given. Not because you hate yourself, right? But because you value what you carry. This is where a lot of women, misunderstand elevation. They think elevation means being seen. It doesn't. Elevation means being grounded. It means you're no longer reacting to trends. You're no longer trying to keep up with society. You're no longer dressing from insecurity, but you're stable. When I look back at my own transition season, the biggest change wasn't my weight. It was actually discipline, right? It was the moment I stopped saying, I'll fix it later, I'll wait until I get skinty. And I started saying, I'm responsible now. That shift definitely changed how I ate, how I moved, who I allowed in my space, how I dressed, how I showed up in rooms, because self-respect is visible. I want you to understand something very clearly. This entire framework, rebuilding your wardrobe, aligning your body, reframing your presence, it's not about becoming someone else. It's about becoming, one with who you already are. There's a version of you that already exists. disciplined, grounded, intentional, elegant, right? Your wardrobe is just a way for you to put a bow to it because, you're special. When that happens, dressing becomes simple. You're no longer overwhelmed in your closet. You're no longer second guessing every outfit. You're no longer shrinking yourself. Let's talk about waiting. So many women are waiting to lose weight, waiting to feel confident, waiting to feel worthy, waiting to feel ready. But confidence is not something that arrives at, you waiting. It's something that you practice. You practice discipline, you practice alignment, you practice intention, and over time it compounds. That's how elevation works. It's not overnight, it's not loud, it's consistency or consistently, or you being consistent. Girl, I hope you're writing the notes down because you slow me down. This is why frameworks matter, or this is why framework matters, because it gives you structure. It removes, that chaos. It allows you to grow without confusion. And that's exactly why I'm turning this into something deeper than just video. My wardrobe, you heard me. My wardrobe rebuild ebook is designed to, walk you through that step by step through this process, and definitely practically and also intentionally. So you're not just guessing your way through growth. And also for women who want that process to be personalized, leave it up to me, sis. I also do one-on-one consultation to help you with your body type, your lifestyle, your goals. Transformation isn't a one-way path. You need guidance, and I'm here for that. If you've watched this entire series, I really want you to pause for a second. Look at how far you've come mentally. And you're no longer thinking about trends, and I'm proud of you. You're thinking about alignment. You're no longer asking, what should I buy? You're asking, how do I build correctly? And this is what it's all about. That shift alone tells me you are growing, and we are here for that. Yes, ma'am. And here's what I want you to also leave with. Style is not separated from discipline. Image is not separated from stewardship, right? And also confidence is not separated from responsibility. When those three things align, body, discipline, wardrobe, your presence becomes undeniable. Not because you're loud, but because you're grounded. And grounded women move differently. And we love that over here. This is not the end. This is the foundation of your long-term elevation. If you're ready to continue this journey, make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. We out here doing God's work. Yeah. And if you're interested in, my upcoming ebook or in booking a one-on-one consultation with me, that information will definitely be available to you in the description box below. And I will most definitely see you in the next episode where we expand even deeper into rebuilding her framework. Girl, you taking notes. Correct my grammar. I will see you in my next episode. Bye.